Okay, let's be real for a second. If you're a developer looking at the whole SAP ecosystem, does it ever feel like a lot? I mean, with all the tools, the platforms, the acronyms, it's super easy to get overwhelmed, especially if you're just trying to find your footing in the S4HANA Public Cloud.
Well, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to treat this as your personal roadmap. Seriously, we're going to break down everything you need to know step by step to really get good at developing in the S4HANA Public Cloud landscape.
All right, so before we even think about writing a single line of code, we need to know where we're going, right? Let's talk about our destination, the platform itself. So what is this SAP S4HANA Public Cloud? And maybe more importantly, why should you, as a developer, care about it so much?
So at its heart, it's SAP's big flagship ERP solution. But here's the kicker. It's been totally rebuilt for the cloud. And the key phrase here is cloud native. This is so important. We're not just talking about some old system they threw onto a server somewhere. Nope. This thing was designed from the ground up to really take advantage of all the cool stuff the cloud offers, like real-time data, built-in machine learning, and some seriously smart automation.
And for any business, this platform is a total game changer for two big reasons. First, you've got continuous innovation. Think about this. Automatic updates mean the system is always up to date. Say goodbye to those huge, painful, multi-year upgrade projects. And second, seamless scalability. Basically, as a business grows, the platform just grows with it. No major headaches, no big disruptions. It just adapts.
Okay, so we know where we're headed. Now let's talk about how to take those first crucial steps on your developer journey. We're going to look at the foundational tools, the stuff you'll use to start tweaking the system and delivering value almost immediately.
First up on our list, Adobe Forms. You can think of these as the modern digital paperwork of the SAP universe. We're talking about things like purchase orders, invoices, delivery notes, all that important stuff. Now, if you've been around SAP for a while, you might remember something called Smart Forms. Well, those are kind of the old way. Today, Adobe Forms are the gold standard for creating really professional, dynamic documents.
So how do you actually work with them? Well, you're going to get very friendly with an app called Maintain Form Template. Inside there, you can either grab a pre-built template from SAP to get started quickly, or you can just build one totally from scratch. The whole visual design part, where things go on the page, that happens in a tool called Adobe Lifecycle Designer. And if you want to add some smarts to it, like calculations, you can use simple scripting with FormCalc or even good old JavaScript.
All right, next stop on our roadmap, custom fields. And let me tell you, this one is absolutely fundamental. It is the way you extend the standard SAP data model. It lets you capture all that unique information a specific business needs, and the best part is, you're not messing with the core system at all.
And it's not like you're limited here. You've got a whole toolbox of different field types to play with. Need a simple checkbox? Done. A date field? Easy. How about something more complex, like a code list with that little F4 search help pop-up? You got it. The platform really gives you all the flexibility you need to add the exact data points the business is asking for.
Okay, our third core skill is all about custom logic, and we do this using something called business add-ins, or BADIs. Now, this is a really important distinction. If custom fields are all about adding new data, then custom logic is all about changing the process. This is literally how you inject your own little piece of code right into a standard SAP process to do things like add new checks, perform special calculations, or trigger some other action.
So, let's recap. You've got a handle on forms, you can add custom fields, and you know how to inject custom logic. You're already making some really valuable changes, but now it's time to level up. Let's see how we can take these skills and start building powerful, modern, full-blown applications right on the platform.
And this, my friends, is where we get to the main event. It's called the ABAP RESTful Application Programming Model, or what everyone just calls RAP. You need to know this one. RAP is the modern, official, SAP-blessed way to build cloud-ready, Fiori-based applications. You're going to use it for, well, pretty much everything, from simple list reports and creating new tables, all the way to building brand new business objects and custom UI screens. If you want to get serious about S4HANA Cloud development, RAP is the heart of it all.
And of course, we're professionals here, right? So we have to manage our code properly. That means understanding transport requests, or TRs. You'll run into three main types. First, they're key user TRs. Think of these for the simple in-app extensions. Then you have customizing TRs, which, as the name suggests, are for configuration changes. And finally, the big one, development TRs. This is for all your heavy-duty ABAP code. Honestly, just knowing which one to use and when is so key to keeping the system stable and well-managed.
Okay, wow, we have covered a ton of tech stuff. But hang on, before you run off and start coding, there is one more crucial piece to this puzzle. And honestly, this is the thing that often separates the good developers from the truly great ones.
It's a really simple idea, but it's so powerful. Here it is. Just being a technical whiz isn't enough. It's not the whole story.
And that brings us to this. You have to remember, you're not just a coder, you're a problem solver, a business problem solver. And you absolutely cannot solve a problem if you don't understand it first. Every single line of code you write has to serve a clear, understandable business purpose.
So what does that actually mean for you day to day? It means you need to have at least a basic understanding of the core business modules. I'm not saying you have to be a world-class expert in finance, but you do need to speak the language, right? I mean, how can you improve a sales process if you've never heard of SD? Or fix a bug in procurement if you don't have a clue what MM is about? This functional knowledge, that's the bridge that connects your technical skills to creating real-world value.
And there you have it. That's the map. We've talked about the technical tools, the modern development models, and that all-important business context. The roadmap is officially in your hands now. It's a clear path that can take you from creating your very first custom field all the way to building massive enterprise applications. So, the only question left is, what are you going to build first?